Hi, I'm Colonel Cullen Jones, 65th Commander for the New Orleans District, U.S. Army Corps of Engineers, and today we are here in Lafourche Parish alongside our St. Paul District partners as we conduct a site visit for the Upper Barataria Basin Risk Reduction Project. I'm excited to be joined here today by one of my teammates, the New Orleans Project Manager, Luis Flores, who has oversight of the UBB project within our district, and I'm also really happy to have my fellow District Commander, Eric Swenson from the St. Paul District on site as well. I'm excited to say that the Upper Barataria Risk Reduction Project is the last major levee system that we need in South Louisiana in order to provide significant and comprehensive flood risk protection against tropical events coming in from the Gulf of Mexico. So Luis, today has been huge. We have been on the ground with our teammates from St. Paul, our non-federal sponsor CPRA, along with parish and levee district representatives and leadership, walking the terrain, understanding the problem set as we bring in St. Paul to help us conduct pre-construction engineering design on some critical sections of this system. So from your perspective, can you talk to us about the criticality of the UBB project and then also how we're going to be leveraging the talent and resources of the St. Paul District to get it in the ground as quickly as possible?
As a result, Congress appropriated $8 million via the Disaster Relief Supplemental Appropriations Act and provided us with $8 million so that we could start the pre-construction engineering and design of this effort. This effort is vital to this area as it'll construct the first federal risk reduction system for these 7 parishes. This will greatly affect the lives of residents and business in this area. The second point I'd like to speak on is the role of the St. Paul District. Colonel Swenson, thank you for coming down and joining us for today's site visit. I know it means a lot to our local stakeholders, non-federal sponsors, and levee districts. As the project manager for UBB, I serve in a role as the primary point of contact for our local sponsors, levee districts, and non-federal sponsors. I'll act as facilitate in the communication between our local partners and our team in the north to ensure that they recognize and understand the needs of our locals here in South Louisiana.
No, Luis, outstanding overview. And it's amazing to think, working with the local entities, partners and stakeholders, along with our non-federal sponsor, they've already got skin in the game. They've already built 21 miles of this system to an interim level of protection. And now we're having an opportunity for the St. Paul District under regional delivery to come in to assist with the pre-construction engineering design of the last 9 miles on the previously undeveloped section. So, Eric, once again, I really appreciate you and your team getting down here on the ground, getting boots on site so you can see the terrain as you go on this adventure with us together. So having met with the stakeholders, met with the team on the ground, can you talk to us about some of the actions you're taking today and then moving forward so that we can quickly get these designs in place so we can move towards construction?
Well, Cullen, thank you. First of all, it's an honor to be down here in South Louisiana with a great bunch of stakeholders and on a great project that's going to deliver long-term flood protection and flood risk management to the people of South Louisiana. I think, as you know, the strength of the Mississippi Valley Division is that we are regionally supportive of each other, and so the Mississippi Valley can leverage talent from the 6 districts that make up the division, and I think this is a perfect example of a project where we can take the St. Paul District's experience and expertise that we've learned and earned and our work in Sacramento and in and around North Dakota and Minnesota and northern Iowa, and we can bring that down here to Louisiana, integrate with your team, with lessons you've already learned from the 21 miles you've already put in, and that's going to accelerate our ability to get through PED and to get to a workable construction design that we can put forth and try to get funding for. We can actually deliver on our goals of creating this fortress down here where we keep the surge water out, and when we have rainwater in the system, we can then pump it back out to keep the ecosystem as it's supposed to be.
No, outstanding, Eric. And I really appreciate, once again, your team getting on the ground here, working with us and our partner stakeholders and non-federal sponsor. And as you said, as we work together to close off this last major levee system in southeast Louisiana. And as you stated, this is an excellent example of Mississippi Valley Division's regional delivery approach as we're leveraging all 6 districts in southeast Louisiana so that we can deliver on approximately $1.25 billion worth of projects to protect life, property, and prosperity for the people of the region. So from the New Orleans District and the St. Paul District, this is Colonel Cullen Jones, Ession's Building Strong.